The very best thing about going to a film festival or regularly attending a program like the Detroit Film Theater, for example, is making a discovery so surprising that you walk out of the theater after the film ends not just with a different point of view about the cinema, but with a completely new and unexpected vision of the world. Now, it happened to me and a whole lot of other moviegoers in the last year with an amazing little movie called Tulpan, an almost indescribably original love story that takes place in the unlikeliest of places, the windswept steppes of Kazakhstan. Now, for us, that setting might suggest some sort of dry ethnographic study about family life in a yurt, but even though there's a lot of dust in this picture, it's anything but dry. Without wanting to give away too much of what's a wonderfully surprising plot, I can tell you that Tulpan does indeed give us some insights into the very different way of life that rural Kazakhs lead. But what's more important, and ultimately becomes unforgettable, is this picture's portrait of the common humanity we all share when it comes to the daily struggle to make ends meet, to our commitments to our family, and ultimately to our need for love. To me, however, the great pleasure of Tulpan, and in fact the reason I found the whole movie so memorable and moving, is its grand and pretty darn near glorious sense of humor. Now, I'm not talking about slapstick humor or the cynical genius of the Marx Brothers, but instead a reassuringly gentle thread of comedy that runs throughout Tulpan and becomes its most important and even eloquent feature. Far from having an axe to grind, this totally unexpected love story, which the Village Voice called astonishing and that the New York Times described as something of a miracle, is one of those films that comes along every so often to remind us that when they're really good, movies do prove themselves to be the universal language. For more on Tulpan, go to dia.org/DFT. I'm Elliot Wilhelm.